We're born, we live, we die. That is the cycle of a human being, a person. It wasn't supposed to be, but it is. All through history, what have we done to show our greatness? Other than killing a person or hurting a person or trying to prove our pride is bigger than someone else just because we think that we're right. Sometimes, as human nature, we need to stop and put our ego down, put it on the shelf, and really think about what we're doing. Because if we don't, we will lose that one person we care about. We're born with 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 arms, and 1 head, 10 toes, 10 fingers, 6 toes, and 1 creature. You'll have 1 brain, but what we do is insane. But good, bad, happy, it's ourselves we can blame. Not only do we populate, but dominate everything that's constellate, but barely compensate. And if we don't like what we hear, we'll just alienate. Thinking that we're special to one of us will exterminate, spreading bloodshed and storm wars, spreading pride over life. Plus our egos and no selfishness makes us think we're right. We pretend and claim land from anyone that owns it first, acting like we're innocent and blame the ones that make us burst. It's funny how we think plot and assume a situation till we put methods together, acting like it's our invitation. Then we find some secret the government claims to own it. We find some legal opponent citizen lost in a moment. If we can't afford stuff, eventually we're the bandits and ones who use this can fight aggressive like their gambit. If our heart breaks, we'll feel like our life has become stranded, because humans are the most dangerous mammals on the planet. If we can't afford stuff, eventually we're the bandits and ones who use this can fight aggressive like their gambit. If our heart breaks, we'll feel like our lives become stranded, because humans are the most dangerous mammals on the planet. Telling stories to other people from our experience can be helpful, but if it doesn't work out, or in itself will have us felt. So you can't fix a person's problem unless you show it at a short. Just saying I know how you feel doesn't put tricks back in course. Recreate anything that cars, phones, computers, everything is possible, and going for our own like we're tutors on obstacles. I think we're missing the obvious things. Though we achieve so much stuff, you and your runners can we bring. That's what makes us powerful when we grow as a person, learning from our mistakes and flow past we're working. We learn to forgive even if they don't deserve it, because as people we're just human that work to make a service with no burdens. If we watch, we get nervous. If some are sneaky, we call them serpents. A boss has a job that he see when it's been working. You wanna feel free like birds to talk turns to chirping. If we can't afford stuff, eventually we're the bandits and ones who use this can fight aggressive like their gambit. If our heart breaks, we'll feel like our life has become stranded, because humans are the most dangerous mammals on the planet. If we can't afford stuff, eventually we're the bandits and ones who use this can fight aggressive like their gambit. If our heart breaks, we'll feel like our lives become stranded, because humans are the most dangerous mammals on the planet.